This is going to be the wheel work drawing video. So first thing I'm going to do is shrink the paper down, because right now we are at size D. You probably can't see it on your screen. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Size D. We do not want size D paper for this. Instead, we right click on sheet 1, edit sheet. I'm going to give you two options for this, either size A or size C. Either one works just fine. Personally, I like size C for this. Some students like size A. So I will give you the option. So I'm going to switch to size C. If you switch to size C, you can leave and see large. If you are at size A, then you're going to need to change the title block also to size A. So you need to be aware of that. Size A title block is only for size A paper, and C large is for everything except for A paper. So I'm going to go to base, and oh, I forgot to save my part. Okay, so right now we can see it is very tiny. I'm going to change this 2 to 1. If you're on A size paper, 1 to 1 will most likely work just fine. Okay, so I'm going to place it here. I am going to have a right side view and an isometric. I'm going to leave the top view in for a little bit later. I'm going to click OK. Oh, also make sure that your hidden lines are turned on, not hidden lines removed. So hidden line turned on. Click OK. So I know right here it doesn't look like there's anything, but those nice smooth curves that we have blend together and make this kind of flat looking. So we're going to double click, blue sphere, click OK, so now it's shaded. So I'm going to click on the section tool. The section tool, what it's used for is to kind of slice your object in half. So I'm going to click on section, click on my front view, make sure I take this line and move it outside the part, not the green dot, outside the part, right click, continue. And my pop-up's in my way. I'm going to place this right up here. So we can see our section AA, we have AA. And this is, for the detailed views, I'm going to leave it to you if you actually want them or not. I'm going to show you how to put them in just in case you decide you want them. So detail, I'm going to click on the front view, and that has this little pop-up show up. I'm going to click about midway between this kind of peg looking thing and edge. I'm going to drag it out to about here. So B is outside of the part, but the circle is large enough to have all of kind of the peg looking piece. So I'm going to move that down here. I am then going to use the detail view again to grab this. So I'm going to click I'm going to click kind of around here and here. So that is my detail view C. Alright, so from here, don't forget the little things like your center marks. You're going to need them on a lot of different places. Okay, and your center lines. For this one, I'm going to like this center line bisector, because I can click on this point, click on that one, great. And I can do the same thing over here. And same thing over here. Remember, if you zoom in or out too far, you can just press home on your keyboard. So again, we have hole and thread tool. So I'm going to just show you a little example over here where I'm going to use the hole and thread tool on this view. Because I have it on this view, I don't need to have it in here. Because if I put all the arrows on this one, it's going to get very cluttered very quickly, and we're not going to be able to see what's going on. But if I put it down here, now all of a sudden I can see everything without having an issue. So there are a lot more dimensions than that you need to put in. Let's see. Oh, I forgot a center line. I'm going to use a center line bisector for this one. So the way I could tell that that was missing is I just kind of looked at this, went straight up, and I knew it was missing. So I'm going to show you the dimension tool for how to put in these angles, because these are a little bit tricky. So we click on this center mark, that's why I put it in first. This line, do not get the green dots, and move it over. And with this, because actually with this one you don't need to put TYP, but on the next one, line, remember no green dots, and try to line these up the best you can so they kind of look a little nicer. Because these are going to be the same all the way around, we can write TYP, so space TYP. And if you're wondering what these little gray arrows mean, it's just, that's kind of the placeholder of the number that's going to get pulled in to your work drawing. And I could do the next one. And again, remember, avoid the green dots. And space TYP. Oop. P. Okay. Some people might have an issue where this gets put into that. What you could do is just take this, maybe scoot it up, or scoot this down, maybe move this over. Kind of depends on what you need to do. So, this is just a quick introduction. Don't forget to fill in your title block. Some of you have been forgetting that lately. And now you are going to get to finish adding the rest of the dimensions yourself. So, good luck. And also, don't forget to turn it into a PDF at the end. Again, it is File, Export, PDF. Okay. Good luck.